So rooms are either public or they're not, and they'll default to public. Because by default, this is just another room. So that should be a change to room form, right? Mm-hmm. Oh. Yes. Agreed. Indubitably. So here's our little prototypical room. We'll put public in there. We'll have it default to true. Let's add something to the form. Here's the beginning of our form. Let's put it. Did you say it's an ugly form? Oh, okay. All right, here we go. So for checkbox, we'll actually put the checkbox inside the label, which means we don't need the for attribute. Type equals checkbox. We'll just put the label right there. Public. See what we get. Now our label is white, so I think we already have a style for label. Yeah, we do. We'll just apply that. That's better. Okay. Can't change it yet, right? Oh, I can, but it's not being controlled by the form yet. So with a checkbox, you don't use value, you use checked. Let's see if we can find an example. React, checkbox. Okay, here's the forms page on React. We've seen this page before. Here's an example with checkbox. So you see it's checked equals this dot state dot whatever instead of value equals. So for our input here, type equals checkbox. Checked equals this dot state dot room dot public. Checked. Thank you. There you go. Now it's checked by default. It's complaining here. You provided a checked prop to a form field without an onChange handler, so that's going to be a problem, right? So we need that, of course. OnChange equals handle change. This dot handle change, which is probably not written to support checkboxes really. See, does that? Yeah, that doesn't work. So we didn't give it a name for one thing. Name equals public. Guessing it still doesn't work. It doesn't. If we look at our example here, though, let's look at their handle change. So their handle change has a separate line here to check if the target is of type checkbox. If it is, then it returns target checked instead of target value. So let's do something like this. Here's handle change. Okay, yep, we'll make a copy of room here. Then we'll get, it's not called event.target, it's called ev.target. And yep, we'll do this. And then here we'll use value instead of ev target value. We'll use this value variable. And we don't need ev.target because we saved it to a variable called target here. That ought to do it. There we go. Nice thing about the label is you can check the label to uncheck it. You don't have to click right on the little tiny checkbox. Cool. So now we can make things that are public and not. And theoretically it should work. Room name, public. It's public. Well, let's check it out. Let's make another one that's private. So uncheck that. Private. Private. Sneakrits. All right. Let's have a look. Where am I? What's that? What kind of shoes? I'm sorry. Unreleased shoes. Yes. Okay. There's always a little, yes, prototype shoes. That's definitely what we're talking about. Okay, so public here. Public is true. Private. Public is false. All right. Well, we did a thing. Add a public boolean to rooms. Doesn't do much yet, but it's there.